Top news headlines: India's COVID-19 recovery rate improves further, Delhi deaths dip. COVID-19 case tally stands at 11,855 in Manipur, 9,205 discharged. In Assam, motor transport body begins indefinite chakka ban. Hello and welcome to Times of Manipur News. You're watching News Today. I'm JESSIA and I'm giving you the news in details. The coronavirus situation in India is witnessing sharp improvement, with the highest number of recoveries in the world. To further bring the pandemic under control, the government has now announced that it is aiming to receive up to 50 crore doses of coronavirus vaccine by July 2021 to inoculate at least 25 crore people. The development indicates that the first available vaccines may be given to people in India by July next year. The government also mentioned that the states have been given time till October end to submit a list of priority candidates for receiving the vaccine. While India seems to be preparing an elaborate plan to eradicate the pandemic, the high number of daily reported cases remains a concern. India is still reporting the highest daily spike of COVID-19 cases in the world and is only second to the US in terms of cases. The country has also crossed a grim milestone of 1 lakh deaths. India's COVID-19 tally today crossed 66 lakh mark with a spike of 74,442 new cases and 903 deaths reported in the last 24 hours. Total case tally stands at 66 lakh 23,816, including 9 lakh 34,427 active cases, 55 lakh 86,704 cured, discharged or migrated cases, and 1 lakh 2,685 deaths, Union Health Ministry latest report said. Yesterday, India exceeded 140 tests per day per million population as advised by the World Health Organization by nearly 6 times. Several states and UTs have demonstrated better performance than the national average, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has said. Manipur's coronavirus recovery rate stands at 77.64% as of this morning. The state in the past 24 hours registered 200 new COVID-19 cases, taking the tally to 11,855. Government COVID-19 Command Control Room said that all necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are in place. 3 COVID patients, 2 women from Imphal West and Kaching district and 1 man aged 94 years from Tamenglong district succumbed to the respiratory disease yesterday, taking the death toll to 74. Now the state has 2,576 active cases, while 9,205 patients have been cured and discharged till date. The indefinite chakka ban called by all Assam Motor Transport Association (AMTA) began today in Assam in support of their demands amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Assam Transport Minister Chandramohan Patowary has reportedly called for a meeting with the association tomorrow. According to media reports, the association is likely to stage a protest in front of Janata Bhavan at Dispur today. AMTA has demanded an increase in transport fares, including bus fares, in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. The AMTA said on Friday last that they have been compelled to take the steps in view of the crisis faced by them due to the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent nationwide lockdown. The association alleged that the government has increased the prices of various essential commodities and even petrol and diesel. However, it has turned a blind eye towards the repeated demands of the association to increase transport fares. Meanwhile, Assam State Transport Corporation (ASTEC) has decided to run 250 city buses in Guwahati and 650 buses across the state to transport the passengers during the chakka ban period. Now it's time for a short break. Keep watching Times of Manipur News.
Isagi nuaitaba awaba pumnamak da chama fahanba ngamba Baba Afzal Saha. Ana layong khangdaba hidak na faba ngamdaba kanagomba na pizza pithak tawduna semjin kiba. Lonaba yeknaba daki ngakthoknaba mane mamau yanadaba nungshiba hanba yumban punsida ayet apan leitanaba angang yaudaba yaunaba amadi modeling film da mai paknaba pumnamak amuktang tanabiu nuaitaba awaba pumnamak koknaba ngasima call tobiro Baba Afzal Saha. Contact number 703-796-1167.
Nang na medical ta masatpado ay siyaw gina nang naktahang bala ini. General Nursing and Midwifery GNM 3 years course. 12% arts or science stream in confused to become a part of one of the most respectable professional career of all time. 12% above duration 3 years 6 months. BSc in Medical Radiology and Imaging Technology DMRI.
Ultrasound, MRI, CT scan, X-ray.
BSc in Medical Laboratory Technology.
BSc in Operation Theatre Technology.
Admission open for Naurem Birahari College, permanently affiliated to Manipur University and included under UGC Act 1956. Free admission for tourism and hospitality management and various other diploma to degree courses and training programs. And also special classes on Indian stock market for those who want to invest or day trade. Classes for beginners to intermediate and intermediate to advanced level. For details, please contact or WhatsApp 700-509-7748 or visit our website www.nbcollege.ac.in.
Ma, kaidorage pairaga leramisna.
Hospital da satlubane. Haksang si khara nungaitedana. OPT ga amata sangal hogde. Mina marola masiliba. Nongpa sina karimta kanadi phola sida ungdun adom lady sini. Magi phola si thugai ki bada soiro.
Adugi oire.
Mobile taraga kanaba diam lawre singange. So sita khungda thamu ko.
Yamna tangai phadaba natradi yumdagi adum phone da doctor ga wari sanaraga tanaba yare ima.
Kamaina se nang suyango. Ahambada isanjibini OPD application se Google Play Store dagi download tawrani. Adagi registration sida namaga mobile number hapsilaga verify tawrani. Adagi anabagi maming matha hapani. Adagi Dr. Asangba amaga adum saksa unaraga wari sanaba yare. Yam phaina dudia. Se
Ima kay nungai tabal leibage haibiyu.
Ibungo doctor imagi kokse ngauri tawi. Saning thakning basu kaya phaude.
Adom smartphone da e-sanjeevani OPD application download tawbiduna natraga computer tablet sijinaduna e-sanjeevani opd.in da sangbiduna ishagi yumda komna amadi lemna laying bayabagi khudong chabasi lawbiu.
Welcome back after the break. In Bishnupur district, a python was found inside a complex of Kumbi police station. The 15-feet-long python was rescued by the personnel of the police station and later handed over to officials of the district wildlife officials, our correspondent reports. Assam Rifles Manipuri Battalion under the aegis of Headquarter 9th Sector Assam Rifles has taken up a number of civic action initiatives to achieve meaningful socio-economic development in the villages of Kangpokpi district. The battalion today distributed 5 water storage tanks to Kangpokpi village, to Kongapokpi village, and 15 water storage tanks to Mapau Thangal village under Kangpokpi district to provide basic water storage facility. This initiative aims to provide facility to ease their lives in carrying out daily routine activities and reduce burden in fetching water from far-flung areas. Village headman of both the villages speaking on the occasion praised the thoughtful initiative of the security forces and said that this gesture will pave way for socio-economic upliftment and development of the region, which in turn would ensure peace and harmony in the state, and IGR South release said. Wangkim MLA Kaisham Megachandra today laid the foundation stone of work shed for wood-based furniture at Yaripok Yambe Mathak Laikai in Imphal East. The work shed is being built under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSMEs as fruity scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industry through the Nodal Agency Process and Products Development Center (PPDC Agra. The ministry has funded 7 clusters in Manipur for the year 2020, such as Kauna Processing Cluster, Pineapple Processing, and Value-Added Cluster, Wood-Based Carving, and Bamboo and Can Processing. The MSME sector has emerged as a dynamic sector of the Indian economy over the last 5 decades. MSME contribute enormously to the socio-economic development of the country. MSME has a large share of job production and exports. Secretary of Progressive Rural Development Agency and Tomba Singh, Pradhan of Topjingtha Gram Panchayat Yumnam Tomba Singh, and Vice President of United NGO Forum Yairipok, Mohammed Sanayaima attended the function.
Many people who are jobless will get good activities, good jobs here. This particularly the Progressive Rural Development Agency Yairipok Yambe Mathaklikai is a very good NGO here working for the these needy people around here, and also these foundation stones will be very blessed by the growth, and it will bring a lot of opportunity, and it will be a very good luck. Thank you.
Youth Union Club Khasan Jenbam Awang Laikai condoled the sudden demise of former Games and Sports Secretary of the club, Oinam Raghumani Singh. He brought laurels to the state in the field of volleyball by participating in various national level tournaments. Club President N. Genio, Secretary N. Hemchan, Finance Secretary L. Doran, all members condole his death. Kumpam Youth Voluntary Organization and Social Welfare Center Secretary O. Surchandra, President Sanajauba, and all members condole the sad demise of former club secretary Warepa Mangi Singh on September 2nd last. Mangi was also the DCO of Manipur Cooperative Department, Government of Manipur, and was a pioneer of Manipuri digital films. Once again, it's time for a short break. Keep watching Times of Manipur News.
Al Hayat, the best halal restaurant in Manipur. Miyam na pam na chanariba Al Hayat restaurant gi hauraba mathel khudingmak Red Delivery app ki khutangda order tobiraktuna yamna laina ahenba charges yaudana isa gi yumda thilaknabagi khudong chaba bijari. App asi download tawduna app asi gi khutangda ngasimak order tawbiyu. Chana thaknaba potlam sing khaktanatana imung amada nongmar changdraba yadraba grocery item kaya marum suna fanglaba app. Ngasimak download tawbiyu Red Delivery for you.
Miyamgi Thogalgidamak Thong Hangsare, Miyamgidamak, Ahongba Waimalda, Adomgi Mathautaba, Apamba commercial vehicle, Amade, Machine Sing, Waibinaba, Aikoigi phone number 9615-846-446 to call Tobiaktuna, Deeper Haiva, Excavator JCB, Portland Volvo Excavator, Hariba Singer Sidage, Adomgi Mathautaba, Apamba Machine Sing, Waibi Bayaragani.
Sina fare? Tan ba dinate ko? Aseng ba? Ay na pamba. Darkar ba grocery items sinda? Red Delivery app season araga order to biro loire. Chaning ba restaurant ki food po erasu overpay to budilar dana. Pot khuding ma discount pi baga loina na. Khudak te inakti yore isine. Red Delivery for you.
Europe Engineering Management PIZ amadi General Course tamningba mahiroi-singgidamakta scholarship 100% fangbata natana stipend oina 4.2 lakh fangbagi kudongchaba leiraba mahai tamfamsingni. Loina na India amadi foreign lebaksingda MBBS MD course na chingba kaya masu tamnabagidamak amadi education loan gi kudongsabasu pizari. Hena kupamorol gidamak contact obiro Fort Witt Global Consulting Private Limited, North AOC K Grupat Imphal. Contact number 6909-374-625.
Welcome back after the break. The 8th General Body Meeting of the Valley District Fishermen Cooperative Federation Limited, Manipur, was held yesterday at the Conference Hall of Federation Office premises located at Moirangkom in Imphal. Former Director of Science and Technology, Government of Manipur, and Federation Chairman Dr. S. Priyokumar Singh attended the General Body Meeting. Dr. S. Priyokumar urged the Federation to study the problems of fish farmers and conduct research for promotion of fish farming in low-lying areas and conservation of indigenous fishes, and to plan a proper marketing system for the fish produced. K. Nabachandra Singh, who is also the member of Board of Directors of National Federation of Fisheries Cooperative Limited, New Delhi, said that the meeting was to support the vision of Chief Minister and Bireen in achieving self-sufficient fish production in the state. During the meeting, several resolutions were adopted for the welfare of the fish farmers and shareholders of the Federation. Union Donor Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh released a coffee table book titled Discovering the Heritage of Assam with a foreword by Amitabh Bachchan and published by Penguin. The voluminous coffee table book, with pictures and photographs on glazed paper, presents an absorbing compilation of heritage, faith, beliefs, and traditions of different ethnic tribes and sub-tribes living in Assam. While releasing the book recently, Donor Minister Singh congratulated its author, Padampani Bora, who is by profession an officer of the Indian Revenue Service IRS 2009 batch. Bora has over the years established himself as an accomplished author, specializing in the subject reflecting diverse nausea of the northeastern region of India. Donor Minister said, while mostly it is suggested that Northeast should be brought closer to the rest of India, very few understand that actually there is much more in the region which the rest of India can learn. The book by Padampani Bora, he said, will help understand the grand splendor and glory of undiscovered facets of Assam. Dr. Singh suggested wide circulation of the coffee table book and hoped that Bora's creation would not only remain confined to the pages of the book, but would also serve as cultural and heritage ambassador of the Northeast for the rest of the world. More than 85% of COVID-19 patients in Mizoram have recovered from the viral disease. A total of 1,807 COVID-19 patients have recovered from the disease till yesterday, which is 85.24% of the total 2,120 COVID-19 cases recorded in the state. According to media reports, altogether 82,667 samples have been tested till last evening, out of which 2,120 have tested positive for COVID-19, including 17 new cases reported yesterday. The state reported 17 new COVID-19 cases, taking the state's tally to 2,120 in the last 24 hours. A total of 12 Border Security Force BSF Jawans and 1 Indian Air Force man were among the newly infected people, according to the Health Department. The Communist Party of India, Marxist CPIM, has announced the names of candidates for Assembly constituency that the party was given under the seat-sharing arrangement of the Grand Alliance in Bihar. The CPIM will be contesting Bihutipur, Matihani, Pipra and Machi seats as per reports. Ajay Kumar to contest from Bihutipur constituency, Rajendra Prasad Singh from Matihani, Rajmangal Prasad from Pipra and Satendra Yadav from Machi Assembly constituency. Now we have the local newspaper headlines.
The Shanghai Express. Total number of cases reached 11,855. Manipur yet to reach peak, says health official. COVID-19 claims 4 more lives to take toll to 75. Youth severely assault over travel pass. WTR rounds up VC, Secretary of Ukrul locality. Land demarcations at El Tangam for National Sports University. 5-day Bund call along NH2 from 1 p.m. of October 5th. The People's Chronicle. COVID claims 75 lives so far. Tally reaches 11,855. Local cases 7,070. Parents not must to attend classes, says UHM. More will leave Congress party soon, says ex-Vice President. COVID-19 cases in India breach 65 landmark. Imphal Free Press. State's COVID-19 death toll claims to 74. Tamelong locks first victim. Police arrested 4 persons for assaulting UPSC aspirant. Total burned along NH2 from today over NSU row. Police arrested ATM operator on charge of embezzlement. Manipur mail, 3 die, 206 new cases, 124 recover. Fine collected during lockdown. India and South Africa asked WTO to waive rules for COVID-19 drugs.
Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. India's COVID-19 recovery rate improves further, daily deaths dip. COVID-19 case tally stands at 11,855 in Manipur, 9,205 discharged. And Assam Motor Transport Body begins indefinite checkup ban. That's all we have in this bulletin. Keep watching Times of Manipur News.